So it's not bad. Because, we can be chilling and recording a podcast and both not be wearing pants, but it's not awkward because we're not in the same room.
Yeah, I'm totally not wearing a shirt. Because it was like 90 degrees in here today. And,
yeah, I don't have air conditioning either.
I have one, and I've slaved it to the bedroom because otherwise I'll fucking die. Like, absolutely fucking die.
We have one that is permanently installed in the kitchen, so that way, cooking doesn't kill us.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
All right.
And then there's, some other ones that are, there's at least one or two other window units that are in a closet, but they might be 100.5 years old a piece. So it's that's one of those projects where just.
Why'd you install them in the closet? Oh no, they're
not installed. They're just there.
Oh my fucking god! I can't believe I actually had that thought in my fucking head. I'm I actually thought, why would you
cool as shit.
Yeah, why would you just live in the closet then?
You know, I got that Harry Potter thing going on.
Well, if there was air conditioning under the stairs, then I would live under there.
Be down for that, literally.
You're listening to Season 5 of That's Life, the comedy podcast designed with your laughter in mind. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained.
That's life.
And we're back. That's right.
Oh, this is such a weird and awesome feeling.
Yes, it is. I'm hooked on a weird and awesome feeling. You're hearing Pete coming to us from Philadelphia.
That's right, live from the 215.
That's
I got to say it. That's fucking
oh, that was so cheesy. I wish I thought of it.
I didn't even think of it myself. I stole it from this amazing improv dance group that performs Fridays on the subway. Holy crap, those guys are great.
Well, how about this? Getting hype. It's Pete on the Skype. Oh shit.
Snap.
So you're hearing Pete coming to us from the city of brotherly love. We are here to do episode 114. Oh, shit, yeah.
It's good. I lost count. So
we've got some.
That's how you know we got a lot of episodes.
Oh yeah, when we're well into the hundreds. We've got, as you can tell, the long forecasted technology is evolving. So we'll be able to have Pete and other guests coming from other places. I'm going to reach out to Mark Lawrence over there in the UK.
Oh,
and
sweet.
We'll do because he's the perfect timing.
The amazing Skypeness. We can now, and your new setup that works. Mm-hmm. We've got the test run done. The options are pretty much limitless.
I know. I'm so excited. We can have other podcasters on, do crossover episodes. Yay! This is so exciting. So anyway, we've got exciting what's news is. Pete has a fucking bombshell to drop on us.
I've got an amazing epic story of epicness to tell everybody because holy balls, it's been a week.
I'm pumped up to hear that. We've got some mixed media reviews. I saw Jurassic World. We both saw Mad Max, which I neglected to talk about last time, and it was such an incredible movie. But I'm glad because now you've seen it, and we can both talk about it.
I'm still pretty hype about that movie. I want to watch it again.
And of course, we have a smattering, a healthy helping of weird news.
Cool.
So let's jump in. I'm all ears, Pete. Lay the details on me.
The what's new? Okay, so oh man, where to even start? It's been a hell of a week. So
begin in the beginning.
Since we'll start with the work nonsense, because it's our we're both corrugators.
Yeah, is correct.
It's summer.
Oh, the season.
It's our busy season. So we've got nonstop overtime.
Worked 72 hours this week, Pete. Salary.
Yeah.
So, yes, I hear you.
Sort of, except I actually get paid overtime.
Rub it in.
Yeah, actually, what's cool is, so to kind of catch up from last episode, I had been working on a new machine, but they fired the guy off the machine I was initially trained on. And so that position became available.
Oh, there you go.
I was the only union employee to sign up for it.
Oh,
so I got it.
Yeah.
The best part is I found out about it by a non-union employee going, "Hey, you're on the schedule for that next week." I was like, "What?
Oh, shit.
Really? Already?"
Surprise.
Because I had figured it was going to be like a normal anywhere where it takes like months for that kind of shit to get put through the red tape and the paperwork and whatnot. But it was like right away because management was like, oh, good. Pete qualified on that machine. He's really good. And
Yay.
And they were like, yeah, he's going to turn the numbers around and all this kind of stuff. Well, I don't know what kind of miracle worker they think I am. Because...
You are the Quiz-Ons Haderach.
Well, what's great about this machine is my other operator is literally a redhead. So we are literally the redheaded stepchildren, second shifters, because... we're second shifters, so all the shit rolls down to us.
Yeah.
We're always the ones that are getting bitched at for this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
Like there's monthly downtime meetings for each department and machine and stuff. So they had the other guy, because he's got seniority, so he was upstairs talking to everybody, and they're like, "Oh, how's Pete doing? Are you watching him? Are you making sure he's okay?" And the other operator's 10 years younger than me, for one. And so he's like, he's telling me about this later in the day. He's like, yeah, they're asking me if I'm looking over your shoulder. I'm like, I don't have to babysit him. He knows what he's doing. It's great because now I can do me and he can do him, and we actually get the shit done better.
Faster, better, yay.
Like, he's excited. But apparently it's not faster, better enough. Even though our numbers, percentage-wise, we're 3% behind day shift, and day shift is the quote-unquote, literally, this is what management told us, day shift is the dream team. And so I looked, and when I heard that, I was like, yeah, you know why they're the dream team? Because one of their operator fucking sleeps in the goddamn and it's... Everybody knows it's true, so nobody had anything to say about it.
Brutality.
Oh yeah, I am almost to the point where I can be that asshole again, and I'm really looking.
I was about to say that's got to feel great.
So what's great about my machine is there's me and the other guy, two operators. We have occasionally a third dude who is like a probationary guy. They trade out our probationary guys. If we're lucky, if we're like really sucking some good dick,
that can get you
every
places.
other week we'll get a new guy instead of every other day.
Wow. Yeah, that's frustrating, that high turnover.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's they steal our guys to put on other machines because ours is, oh yeah, you can run that with two guys. It's like, yes, we can, but it's not going to be run well.
Yeah, you can go faster with three.
Yeah, four guys on day shift. There are 4 guys on day shift. 3 of them are union, and those 3 guys have about 25 years experience combined.
Jesus.
Me and the other operator on second shift have less than a year experience combined. We're 3% behind them, by the way. Did I mention that we're only 3% behind them?
You've got to beat them. I love that shit.
Well, especially now today's Sunday. So after Friday and the bitch chat session that I got, only me got, because they won't talk to the other guy because he's a huge dude and they're apparently he's like
you talk to him, Pete.
280 pounds, kind of like
let the Wookiee win.
Yeah, it's very let the Wookiee win. And so we had a bunch of hot orders on Friday. We ran them all at blazing speed. We were done all the shit they needed to get out the door before they expected it to be done.
Good.
So we get through all that, and we get to the last order of the day ends up being this. It was like a 69 by 103 inch sheet, and the die cut was like, when I mounted it to the die cut mounting roll, it was literally the entire length of the machine, or entire width of the machine.
That's
it was insane. Like, there's no reason it should have been on our machine. And on top of that, all the stock we got, about half of it was offline. And
don't you make your own stock?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the best part, is that it was so offline that normally the way it was put on our rail was with the offline facing the lead edge, like going into the machine, where it should have been flipped around the other way, so that way it could have been trimmed off the back. even though it was about half-inch offline. And all we have is half-inch, not even half-inch around trim, so that's a thing. It was like one of those deals where Mikey and I looked at it and we're just like, dude, there's no way. And so I called my supervisor over. I said, look, we got all this offline. We'll set it up, but this is bad. Like, this is shit that and I say this to these guys all the time. I'm like, like this warp I'd have gotten fired for. That offline I got fired for. All these blisters, dead spots, all this. Like, we get dead spots and splices and everything in these units coming from the corrugator and
from your
stacker operator
from yourselves.
They call their BTUs stacker operators, which is hilarious to me.
Cute.
Because I'm like, I know what a stacker operator is, and I know what a BTU is. Those are up jump fucking BTUs. Mm-hmm. And they actually have BTUs, which is cute. But anyway, so it's midnight on Friday. We're scheduled till 1. We shut down for cleanup at 1:15 midnight. Supervisor goes up to Mikey and he was like, oh, so I guess you guys aren't even going to try to run this order? Being, just like, come on, guys, try, please. But in a sarcastic type of way.
Yeah.
Where if he had said that to me, I'd have been like, oh, did you just throw a gauntlet?
Exactly. You're waving a red cape in front of a bull.
But he didn't say that to me. He said that to the 22-year-old guy who has seniority on me, which he translated as, fuck it, we don't need to do anything. So then it gets passed down to me like, yeah, supervisor said we don't have to try to run it because it's, offline, it's fucked up, it's huge, it's late, we can just clean up. So I was like, all right, cool. Then I see my supervisor, down a ways staring at us. I'm like, that's not good. So I went over to him. I was like, what's up? He goes, why the fuck are y'all standing around? I said, I was told we didn't have to. What do you mean, why are we standing around? Didn't you tell us? He's like, no. And then I had to get bitched at for about 15 minutes about why we were standing around and, our numbers aren't great, blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh. So now I'm thinking to myself, because just from the meeting earlier in the week and hearing about that and then this particular conversation that we had, I'm like, if they think I'm this kind of a miracle worker, if they think that, they need to come to me and tell me to run the machine.
Yeah, really.
Because the way unions work is the guys with seniority have seniority. You know what I mean? Like I'm playing by their rules.
Ew.
Which I hate. I don't like it.
Yeah, I know.
But,
unions.
I like having a job, so I play
by the rules. Yeah. But it's like a challenge for you, that's all.
Well, now that I have a better idea of what they want to see, some things are going to change, and we're going to annihilate day shift, and it's going to be hilarious.
Winning.
And that's how I have to sell it too, because
friendly competition, man. That's good. That's real good.
Yeah, especially since the guy on day shift who doesn't sleep is the next second shifter.
Wait, hold on. A singular, the guy that doesn't sleep.
Well, because there's 2 operators. One of them takes naps a lot.
Why do they sleep during the day? I thought day shifters were awake and shit.
I don't know. Dude, they're the dream team. That's why.
Good answer.
But that was kind of my work week. And I bought new boots as well. So if you've ever had to break in new boots on overtime, you understand how your ankles and your legs are I'm done. I can't do this.
I can't take another step.
I'm not even lacing them up all the way. This is the worst.
I actually bring my old boots with me because I've had it where I'll work at 12 and I'll make it half the shift and I just put my old boots on and just break them in that way because it hurts so bad sometimes.
It's the worst. So I'm dealing with that. I'm dealing with getting bitched at for shit that's not my fault. I'm dealing with I'm corralling cats in the version of that have never worked on machines before.
It's exciting,
who don't
isn't
understand things about core. Because that's the other thing. I love Mikey, my other operator. He's a great kid. He's hilarious. He's one of us. He's a second shifter. He's great.
Oh, of course.
But he's only ever been a printer. At least he's had industrial experience before this, but he's not a corrugator. He's a printer.
Yeah.
So it's a different, I don't know, it's a different mindset. And I'm just like, he does like to take the speed up though. So we are all about killing. We're all about killing our not part-time, but like our probationary guys. And he's like, fuck those guys. Just take the speed up. They can't keep up. Fuck it. It's not our fault.
Excellent.
I'm like, yeah, but if I take the speed up and they can't keep up, then I got to shut down every 5 minutes. And then it still looks bad. So I'd rather run consistently than up and down, up and down, up and down, like goddamn.
Win as a team, lose as a team. That's how it has to be.
Yeah, so it's and the one guy they've consistently been giving us is a good kid too. He has good work ethic, which is amazing. That which means they're not going to hire him.
Wow.
He's got good work ethic. He's got good initiative. He's like, okay, I see you guys are doing a thing. I'm going to jump in there, ask questions, learn about it, whatever. The only problem is he's fucking retarded and he doesn't learn. So he tries to help.
He has good energy.
He does have that good energy. It's just that unfortunately, like he's his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, can you put the print plates on? Sure. And they go on in a very specific way.
Well, yeah, they have to
be perfect, otherwise it doesn't work. And he fucks it up the same way every single time. And it's like it's not a fuck up in a way that's going to damage anything, like, cost a lot of money.
It's going to cost you
like,
time.
We got to start up for 30 seconds and then stop again and fix it when we could just go. Because
it costs you time. Time is so important.
Time is the thing. And then, of course, it makes the numbers look bad, which makes me get bitched at because they won't bitch at Mikey because I don't know why. So it's a vicious cycle. So that's work. That's the work. That's
going on.
And
okay.
That's the least of my worries because.
All right. What's the big whammy?
Here's the fun bit.
Okay.
We're talking over Skype, which is on the internet.
Yes, it is.
Now I'm lucky that I have the internet right now because it's not me and Verizon if I don't have an epic internet story. You might recall, way back when I first moved out here.
Yeah, dude, internet was so hard for you to get.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense to me because you're like in a city.
It took 2 weeks to get shitty DSL hooked up because Verizon kept on screwing me over.
That's crazy.
And all this kind of stuff. And then
you're like in a city. All they have to do is turn it on. It's like water and shit. What the fuck?
You would think so. And then finally, after a couple months, they install the fiber optic lines, and I have Fios available to me, and I call Verizon, and I get the Fios, and I have amazing internet speeds.
I remember.
And HBO, and Game of Thrones, and fucking...
Awesome. All that the internet has, all the goodness.
And it's at blazing fast. I got 50 up, 50 down. It's better than Comcast. I can stream and upload and download and do all the things that I do and then some, and like 5 other people could be on my network and there will be no lag and it will be amazing.
But then...
So it's all great. But then the downstairs people finally order their Fios.
Oh.
And that's cool. I know, like I've talked to them. They're cool people. It's a business downstairs. It's a construction company. It's their business office. And they're cool people. Like, I've talked to them, and I told them, like, when I was getting my Fios installed, I said, hey, guys, we have Fios here. If y'all want faster internet, because they had DSL as well. I was like, if y'all want the faster internet, it's available. The hookup's right out here. Like, I made sure they were included in just knowing about what was going, trying to be a good neighbor. And
how'd that work out for you?
As far as the company, the people were concerned, is great. It's fine. But Verizon. So when they called to order their Fios, Verizon, whoever they talked to at home office, decided to not understand that it's a split level place. So Tuesday night, I get a text. I'm at work. I got a text from my dad, who's my roommate. He goes, internet's out. Got any solutions? I was like, I don't know why. It's like,
I'm glad the whole world comes to you for the same things I often do.
Oh yeah, it's
computer no work.
And he goes, I already tried restarting the modem, and I cycled it. Like, he did all the normal shit I'd have told him to do ahead of time because he knows that much. And I was like, past that without being there to see it, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. But I didn't get the text until about 49 minutes after he sent it. So when I texted him back, I was like, how is it now? Because it had gone out on me a couple times here and there while he was away training for his new job in North Carolina and shit. And you know, all it took was like a reset, and it was no big deal. So I was just like, "How is it now?" And then I didn't hear anything. And then like an hour later, he goes, "Yeah, I was on the phone with Verizon for like 2 hours. They're sending a tech out because it's fucked up."
Oh shit!
So
shit got real.
Whoever took the order for downstairs didn't put the address in correctly. So what happened was my account ended up with 3 phone lines and 2 data lines, but all the service was going downstairs, not up.
That's awful.
And that's just the beginning. So they're like, okay.
Were they pumping raw sewage through the phone lines too? What the fuck?
Oh, no. Just trust me, this is great. So this is Tuesday. Dad's on the phone, gets a thing set up for a tech to come out Thursday morning. Now, Thursdays for me, especially in the morning, I get paid Thursday morning, so it's go out, do pay bills, do errandy.
Oh yeah. Cash your check, do your stuff.
Do all that stuff Thursday morning. So the tech's supposed to come out between 8 and 10 a.m. Okay, that's not a big deal because
still leaves you some time.
You know, I can after 10, I still have plenty of time before I have to get on a train because I usually leave about 1 in the afternoon to go to work. Not a big deal. That's plenty of time.
Of course, they didn't show up between 8 and 10.
Now I'm on overtime because work conversation from earlier.
Yes.
So I don't even get home till 2 in the morning.
Oh my
and
God.
as a second shifter, you well know, when you get home from doing overtime, you can't just go right
Nobody just goes straight to sleep.
Doesn't
That
work
doesn't
that
work that way.
So, you know, I'm up till 5, get up at 7:30. They never show up exactly at 8. That's fine. Expected that. 8:30. Still not going to cash the check, and it's like I can't afford an energy drink because I have to cash my check so I can get a Monster. Can't leave to cash my check because
They
Verizon
might
could
show up, yeah.
And they're supposed to call me before they do. Little do I know they don't have my number to call. They're going to call my dad, but that won't happen for another 5 hours. So 10:01 rolls around. I call Verizon. Hey guys,
what the fuck?
When I call and of course when you call them, they have an automated system, and automated thing first goes, "Oh, I see here you have a tech scheduled to arrive by noon today." I'm like,
noon?
Oh no. Let me find. Is your call in regards to that? Yes. Let me find someone that can help you. So I get a person right away, which is good.
That person is good.
So person's just like, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Let me call the tech. Hold for a second. All right, no problem. Hold for a second. They call back, like, you know, they pick up. Oh, his truck broke down. Okay. Truck breaks down. You know what? That's out of everyone's control.
Yeah.
I'm still like, all right, fine. What are we doing from here? Well, they're like, you know, they're working on it. It should be between like noon and 1 o'clock. I said, okay, I can push it as far as like 1:15. That's it. I have to leave for work. Can't push it any further than that because I'm not being late for you assholes. I'm not risking my job.
Hell no.
You know, just for that. 10 after noon rolls around. I call back because I haven't heard anything from anyone. Hey guys, what's going on with the tech that's supposed to come out? Oh, well, they've given the job to a different tech now. He's on a job. We have no idea when he'll be to you. I said, oh, that blows because I got to leave in an hour.
Pretty gay.
So I still hear nothing. I leave for work, and you know, I'm communicating with my dad, and he texts me around like 2 something, a little after 2 o'clock. Oh yeah, the tech just called him, and he's out there doing something at the street, but there was nothing they could do because nobody was home because they weren't there when they said they were going to be there. So they had to make another appointment for Saturday morning between 8 and 10. So, okay, I'm like, all right, that sucks. So Thursday, long day, whatever, you know, didn't get much sleep, more overtime, not a problem. Friday, still didn't really get much sleep because I don't have the internet, and I'm like freaking twitching and shit because I'm addicted and I need it.
Oh, that is pretty gay.
More overtime, whatever. So, and then work story from Friday. That all happened. So now I'm pissed off about that. Get home, get like next to no sleep because I got to get up early on Saturday. So Saturday comes by. Tech actually shows up at like 8:30.
Holy shit.
And he gets here, and that's when we find out that whoever set up the order for downstairs fucked it all up, and there's nothing that he could do physically. Like, he's here for an hour and a half, like we're working on it, but there was literally nothing he could do. It was all on the business end.
So they could have fixed it.
What they ended up having to do is canceling both accounts to split them. And then replacing
fucking Christ, that's so fucking gay. That's like Comcast level gay.
What was even crazier, so the first tech leaves.
Oh.
I'm back on the phone with Verizon going, all right, I still don't have the internet. Like, y'all need to fix this because in between the tech getting there and not being able to do much because he couldn't, like it's not his fault. He just couldn't.
Yeah.
He started the process and he called me a bunch of times. Like I was on the phone with him. So now I'm on the phone with my dad, who's like, I need the internet because my job literally depends on it right now. So he had like online conferences. He had to have the internet yesterday. Like it was not an option. It was like one of those deals. So I called Verizon. I said, okay, you guys need to unfuck yourselves and get me the internet right the fuck now, like 2 days ago, right now. So I bitched at them. They got another tech to my house in the same day.
Wow.
Not only did I get a second tech in the same day, I got a free upgrade of internet speed from 50/50 to 75/75.
Nice.
And a $300 gift card.
Sweet. Okay, Pete. So it sucked, but you got some wins.
Yeah, I got better speed for the same money and 2 months free, essentially, is what it boils down to.
Well, that's pretty cool.
On top of the second tech coming out, on top of it being fixed. So I got the internet back up and running, and it's fucking fast. It's really good.
Woo!
But it was a week's worth of
pain
being on the phone with these fucking assholes because one idiot fucked up. And
oh, yeah. Well, at least it was one idiot fucking up. You remember my horror with Comcast.
Oh, yeah. Well,
that was just like an endless, I was passed around like a passed out chick at a college party. It was nuts, dude.
The best was the second tech that comes out was this like, he was this like cool dreadlock having black dude who watched anime and shit. Like this guy was one of the coolest people I've ever talked to out here. But he's like, who was the tech that came out this morning? I was like, I don't know. It's this dude. I can't read his handwriting, but here's his name and number. And he goes, oh, Chima? Yeah, that guy. Yeah. And then while he's telling me about how much this guy sucked, guy calls me. And he's like, oh, I heard there's another tech out there. I was like, yeah, it's my man James. And he goes, oh, can I talk to him? I was like, sure. So I gave him my phone. And James, the guy that, the second guy, he's like, oh, man, thanks, dude. I got Chima'd. What the fuck?
Chima'd. Nice.
Awesome.
You know you're a fuck up when your name becomes a a label for something being fucked up.
Oh, it was so good. And, so the second tech was all pissed off because he thought he had to do a full install because that was the way they had to put in the new work order. And he gets here, and I'm like, and I explained the situation to him, and he goes, oh, okay. I was all pissed off because I thought I had to do like a full install, which when they first installed it was a 3-hour job. But I was like, nah, man, I just need the internet, dude. Like I got all the hardware. Everything is here. I just need you to help me
tear the wall off if it can get the internet inside faster.
I was like, do whatever you got to do. Like, call whoever you got to call. I'll bitch him out. I don't care. I was like, because at this point, I already started drinking, too, because I was just like, fuck it. Today sucks. And I'm like, dude, if you get the internet rolling, I got beers. Come on, man. Like, let's go. We got this. And he's laughing. He's like, I wish I could, dude. You tell me about like he's got to go get crabs because his family is coming up and all this kind of shit. So he's trying to cook seafood for him. And
wow, he had a whole day
the good crabs, not the bad crabs.
Yeah, at first I was like, whoa, wow, in the city you guys are real nonchalant about the social diseases. I gotta go catch some crabs. I got the shampoo already, so it's fine.
Yeah, just hit it with the shampoo.
Yeah, I just put it in the hot tub with the lady, and then it kills them right away. You just skim them off the surface like bugs in a pool. It's great.
Oh yeah. So it was an adventure in
Oh my God.
And interesting. And then, so I go through all that. The internet gets back up and running. It's great. What's really funny is that it's still, because the downstairs business is a Monday to Friday jam, I have no idea if their service works. So my concern now is that their shit's fucked up and they call Verizon tomorrow
and they shut off
shit again. And I swear to everything that you ought to swear to, if that happens, I think we're all going to get Comcast, because at this point, like, when I was on the phone with my dad, I was like, look, you want a rock, paper, scissors for who gets to curse him out? He goes, oh, no, that's my job. I'm going to war with these people. Fuck these assholes. It's like, yes.
Can't say I disagree. Well, that sounds like it sucked, but then it ended up being okay.
I mean, yeah, so, like, it was, I hate not having the internet, because I don't know what the fuck to do with myself without the internet.
Yeah.
And of course, guys at work are like, oh, don't you have a phone? I'm like, y'all don't understand. I can check my Facebook, I can watch porn, I can do all that on the phone. I can't stream, I can't check YouTube. It's like I have limited data on the phone.
Your gaming is like down to consoles and shit.
And I don't have a console.
Yeah, I got a couple old consoles. I have some games that I can play offline. And you've seen my DVD collection. That got me through my 2.5-week stint.
Yeah,
but
the thing is, it's like, it wasn't.
Sucked.
I didn't have a lack of entertainment, because I had plenty of games installed. I only play single player shit. Like I got Wolfenstein and Thief.
Well, you do the Forged Dragons thing. You couldn't do that. You put your whole life on hold.
That's what I said. I was like, I'm glad that I don't make my living on the internet yet, because it would have been 4 days without making money, and any normal person with a job, if they lose 4 days of work,
it can be devastating.
That fucks you for a month or so.
Oh yeah. Plus, it's therapeutic to do this shit. I feel like you're pushing a little bit of positivity out into a world that's all sorts of fucked up.
I had a dude tell me when I was streaming one night that I was one of the best Twitch streamers he's ever seen. And
Word.
I'm like, I disagreed with him wholeheartedly, but I very much was appreciative of his comment.
Tell him to tell a friend.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I'm excited, by the way, about jumping into that more. This week was a week of overtime hell, where the only time I had left was dedicated completely to body maintenance.
Yeah.
Which is clothes, food, showering, that sort of thing. But it seemed like every day where I'd be like, okay, I don't have to worry so much about food because I have leftovers. And Randy came in a little bit early, so I'm actually out of here at 3. No anything happened. But I'd have to go I'd end up having to stay to put out, not a literal fire, but I'd have to stay to tie up a couple loose ends or something fucking crazy.
Supervisory nonsense.
Yeah. Because I can't, I could have probably just been like, whatever, but I made your first year is so intense. And I was like, what if I just stayed trying that hard forever? Then I know I'd always be doing well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's just do that. And then once you get at that pace, you almost don't feel it, except when you have no time. But
right. Yeah. When it gets to be the 80th hour.
Yeah. Speaking of which, so I get to the end of a hellacious week after that, what I discussed with you earlier, my Saturday. And I'm like, but you know what? I don't really have a lot of time Sunday because the baby has her cousin's birthday party to go to. And it's just not going to work out to a lot of time. And we're not going to see Jurassic Park anyway. So I know there's a 12 o'clock show. I get done at like 11:44. And I beat feet, get to the movie theater. And the security guard's like, hey, you can't go in there with all those knives on you. I'm like, oh, shit.
They frown upon that. I found that out, too.
It was a private building, privately owned. And it was the security company that the people who owned the business hired to enforce the rules that they chose. And I'm choosing to go there to enjoy their goods and services. So it wasn't like being forced on me. I could have just said, I'm going to walk, never come back. No, I was like, so I just went and threw my shit in the truck. I was like, fuck it. Went in to see the movie.
Living in Philly, everywhere has security.
Oh, that's insane.
I have to actually, I am always aware of, all right, if I need to go to a place before work, where do I keep my knives and shit?
Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
So,
it's not so bad out here.
Go to the doctor's office, you got to go through a fucking metal detector.
Dude, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really happy I live where people generally don't shoot each other and stab each other all the time so much that you have to have metal detectors. That's kind of neat. But
it's
evidently not the movies at night, probably because it was a bunch of dumb kids. But,
yeah, probably.
So I watched the movie. We'll talk about that later. But in the movie, there's a scene where, it got the young boy, the kids, they go off. The parents are sending them off to their aunt who runs the Jurassic World.
Oh, okay.
And
so she's the old white guy from the first movie. Got it.
Basically, but she's actually the scalding hot, sort of reddish blonde-haired MILF chick.
The type A woman who needs to discover her mother issues and whatnot. Yeah, I read a review.
Yeah, yeah, and they didn't even explore that properly. Like, damn it, I don't want to get into my crushing disappointments about that, but. So it has
we'll get there.
The two brothers. And I'm like, it's weird that the parents are sending them off to go near Christmassy time because it was kind of near the holidays and shit. And like the father says, "Oh, not even a final family dinner before they go." And she's like, "Don't even say that." I'm like, maybe he just has a dark sense of humor. So they're there and
striking a little close to home.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then the little kid, the boy who's like about 7 or 8. Starts crying, and then the teenage kid who's about 15, 16, ages sound familiar, Pete?
Yeah.
He's like, why are you crying? And he's like, Mom and Dad are getting divorced. And he's like, what are you talking about? They're not getting divorced. They're both talking to lawyers. And he's like, so, dude, they talk to lawyers all the time because of work. I Googled them. They're divorce lawyers. And like, they're all, I'm like, oh, in the feels. So it puts me in a fucked up place in my head,
Yeah.
So I leave. It's like fucking about 2:30 in the morning. So I went to go see the midnight show. And I know I'm driving home, and I'm like, feels. I'm like, no, I gotta. I'm like, And then I'm headed home, and I pull up, and I see across, the where I have the ramp that takes you up to the front door.
Yeah.
I'm looking, and there's something like hanging across it. I'm like, oh, what? Did something fall apart off the trailer now to finish my fucking day? And there's like a little note hanging on it. I'm like, what is this? And it says, and there's a smiley face in Ross's handwriting. It says, pull the lever. And I'm looking at this thing like, what is this thing? And then
what?
I'm like, it's attached to a long.
It's like some Willy Wonka type of shit.
I'm like, this thing looks like a fucking proton fucking pack gun. I'm like, what is? So of course I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna pull the gun. Just don't cross the streams. And water blasts out the end. And I'm like, what the? Okay. Holy shit! Well, we had put it off for like a month, getting the outside water to work, for gardening and shit. And I was like, holy shit! So I ordered my tomato plants. I was all excited, and that just turned like the whole world around there.
Oh, that's really cool.
I'm like, oh, dude, this dude is the most big
awesome.
Ups to that dude, man. Because he had texted me at work, and he said, hey, what time are you getting done? Are you getting done early? I have a little free time. I was going to, we could work on that water, get squared away, because we got the parts and shit. And I was like, well, if I'm lucky, production might be done by like 8. And I don't know how late I'm going to be. He's like, I could like mess on it if I get some free time. I'm like, yeah. He's like, of course, it's probably 1,000,000 degrees in the trailer. I'm like, no. Last night I hooked up the air conditioner in the bedroom, and that's where the whole water closet shit is.
Yeah.
And that's where you can access the outside water for the garden hose. And I'm like, no, just put the air conditioning on, dude. Don't sweat even a drop. And I didn't even think about it because he never said, hey, I did or whatever. So that was a really awesome surprise, man.
That's cool. Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck, that turned it around. But lots of work.
He's an awesome Viking, that Ross fella.
Oh yeah, I bought a shed because I need to get a decent sized shed to store all my personal belongings that are currently in the ex-wife's garage.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to buy it like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, but then my truck died, which was crazy expensive.
Yeah,
like 2 sheds worth expensive. So I was like, I got to recover from this. I had the money because, I was building up an OSHIP fund. And I was going to, so I paid for it, and that was great, and it wasn't that bad. But,
Still, yeah, it's like you build up the oh shit fund and you don't really want to use it right away, but
oh shit,
it was there, yeah.
So I had to get, and it's coming up on summer vacation for my ex because she's a teacher and everything. And Jenna wanted to turn the garage into like a dance studio for her, and that's great. So I really want to get the stuff out of there.
Yeah.
So last Sunday, in the 2 hours I had before work, I started putting the bass together. And then, so I go out to work on it, listening to the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, because it's just such a positive, awesome fucking soundtrack.
It really is, yeah.
I cannot recommend it enough to people. Buy it, get the whole fucking thing, because
Awesome Mix Volumes 1 and 2.
Yes, because it's such a great movie that supporting it is worth it, because it sends a clear message to when they want to make the next one, to take even more risks, which equals awesome, because they're turning a profit and everyone's happy. So, if you have an artist or anything that's great, support it any way you can, great or small. That's my service. That's my PSA for the day.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's a good PSA.
I'm out there rocking out and everything, and I look down at the instructions and I'm like, let me measure this piece that I put together here. Oh, it's completely the wrong length. And so I'm looking for the serial numbers because I used completely the wrong parts. So everything that I did do was wrong. So I'm like, but I'm laughing at this point because the water turning on thing was such an awesome, sweet, cool thing to do that I'm like, it's impossible. You can't whinge when life, a little bit of awesome comes your way from one of your friends, dude. You gotta respect that. You can't be like boo-hooing because. I mean, come on, dude. You could be completely alone in the world, and that sucks balls. Yeah, that's another PSA. Really support your friends who are awesome. There you go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So I get all of it assembled. I'm like, great. I'm like, now it's time to get the work done. And then I feel this little drip and another drip, and it starts raining, and I'm just laughing. I'm laughing in the rain, collecting all my stuff, listening to "Come and Get Your Love," just running with tools, laughing like a fucking fool. And that was my week. That's my what's new. And that's what I got. Which I guess we could jump into our mixed media review there, Pete?
I think we can.
Yes, let's jump in via Skype with modern technologies, which are retrofitted with steampunk mic cords and shit, to our mixed.
Where's my top hat and a monocle? Holy shit.
Oh, if we ever get video Skyping, that's what we're going to wear for our first outfits. We're going to look like Monopoly guys.
Oh, that sounds like a freaking plan.
Old-timey tycoons and robber barons. That gets the demographic numbers flowing. Mm-hmm. Let's jump into our mixed media review.
Whether it's movies, TV shows, video games, or books, we have the half-assed commentary you crave. It's Mixed Media Review.
That's right, Mixed Media Review. We watch it, we listen to it, we play it, we read it, and then we tell you all about it.
Talk all kinds of shit.
Hells yeah.
That's kind of our jam.
Yeah. So Pete and I saw the same movie.
I know. How crazy is that? That rarely ever happens in like a timely fashion.
Yeah, usually it's separated by a year.
See it like months or so apart.
Yeah, so we saw the Mad Max Fury Road.
Yes.
And before we talk about Jurassic Disappointment, let's get into something that was not a disappointment.
Start with the good and then go to the movie cuntiness.
Dude, I loved every fucking minute of it. I loved it all.
I was pleasantly surprised, I would say. Because mostly, I mean, since the writer-director is the original writer-director.
And I wasn't a huge fan of the original. I don't know about you, but I wasn't a big Mad Max guy.
The first one, but Beyond Thunderdome is the shit.
Well, I didn't hate it. It's just that it never really, perhaps due to my own lack of sophistication as a movie cunt at the time, because we're talking a long fucking time ago.
This was, that was a while.
I just never, I was like, whatever. I never really, I mean, it was neat, the look of it, but it never really connected with you. But this, holy shit, Pete. Go on.
I was thoroughly entertained from start to finish. That my only gripe with the entire thing was that Mad Max himself was a side character in his own movie.
Yeah, you know what I like about that?
I like that Furiosa was the main character, potentially.
Yeah, it was her and Joe.
She stole the show. Like,
oh, dude,
Charlize Theron fucking rocked it. Like, it was awesome.
And dude, that's clever filmmaking though. They use the anti-protagonist where he's it's comedically that's the guy that stumbles through everything.
Yeah.
And things happen around him, but he doesn't actually. Now that can work. I mean, Chevy Chase did it in a movie about spies once, which was really great, and it's funny, and it can be done well. Usually it isn't. Usually it's done by accident, and there's no protagonist, a la The Phantom Menace. Thank you, George Lucas.
God,
where there's no real fucking. It's just there's no protagonist. It's all just suck. It's all pure suck. But it
was well constructed. Everyone that you meet has character. Like each character has character.
Even the props had character, and the cars and the.
I was gonna say even all the bad guys had
motivations.
Like there were between all the because you meet Immortal Joe right away.
Yeah.
And you get his jam. You understand the War Boys and that whole deal. But even when it's just like, you're being chased by 3 different war parties.
Yeah.
Each one of those, albeit brief, time that you're with each different war party, they're all unique. They all have their own type of deal that they do. It's so out there too. Like it's just like creative and nothing felt rushed.
Or fake. Or unnecessary. Yeah.
The pacing was great.
The pacing, holy shit. Usually movies that move that, like for the first 45 minutes, this movie does not stop.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
You're just like action, explosions, like things are moving, there's driving, there's stuff.
Constantly.
It's like, okay, we got to go here. There's guns, there's a standoff. But then like all of a sudden, like the next thing happens and the next thing happens.
Yeah.
And it's just like boom, boom.
And I wasn't fatigued by any of it.
No, because they just did it. It was a perfect storm of complete fucking over-the-top insanity.
Over the top.
But just
grounded enough in its own reality that nothing made you think that's cheesy.
Yeah.
Which is weird in a movie like that.
And even that, all the cheesiness was purposeful and
flavor. It was like flavor.
It drove the story forward.
Like the guy with the guitar. I love that.
Like it's like
that was his war music, his war drums.
That whole thing. It's like did they need that? No.
They didn't need Did they need guys on poles? Not really, but they did it, and he placed it in the film. And
it's like it all made sense for that world, for that.
Yeah.
What they're doing. It's like
in a world gone mad. You really got the sense that this world, even though you were seeing how it worked. They made it clear how it worked, and air quotes around that.
Right.
You understood that the entire world, all of it, was insane.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, and it was nonstop insane. I mean, the idea that Joe's got the water and he trades it to Gas Town to get the gas. I mean, I love that it's like water and gas. These things that make
two essential things for this crazy world, the post-apocalyptic world where there were no zombies. Thankfully.
Well, you didn't need them. Zombies would have been like scared of these motherfuckers, spraying the chrome spray paint in their mouths when they were about to do something suicidal and crazy because they're about, I'm expected, and they're like, they spray that in their mouths. Oh yeah, dude, that was fucking incredible.
And that was the other thing that because watching the trailers, right? What's his name? Knox, I think, the war boy who ends up. And in the trailers, it's all like, oh, what a lovely day. And I'm thinking, like, why are they giving this bit character, like, he's clearly, just a random dude that's probably going to die or whatever. Why are they giving him such a big billing?
Yeah.
And then as they go, like, as the movie progresses and you see this, like, that guy, that character, that was the audience coming along with, like, the realization of how insane the whole setup was of Immortal Joe and the War Boys and him going through the whole deal, like starting out the super devoted. Like, you know, going about
so
how
much
a guy
so he brought him with him for the blood, which was just fucking crazy.
And then for him to go and then switch sides because he finally sees it, but even then he still carries his own ideals all the way to the end when he's he's like, look, watch me do this heroic thing, like, because I am that type of guy where, you know, my whole life has been to be a war boy. Like, that is like he carried that through the whole film.
Yeah.
And it's like it was one of those things whereas that character changed, he still kept himself throughout the whole deal. Like, I was so well done. I was amazed. Like, I was just impressed by that.
And this, I love the stunts. I love the fact that they used very limited CGI, like only where it would be like completely impossible to do.
The majority of the CGI was just for like background, setting.
Yeah, it was great. The guys on the poles,
on the internet. Like,
I mean,
all that
the
was
coordination of that is impressive. Just having cars driving in a desert at those speeds is impressive, and keeping, you know, in a formation. But to have them that so that the poles, so they can come down and pull people, that was just and it helped you really accept the reality of that world, that film. You really felt like this shit's happening in front of me, you know, and it was just.
Yeah.
Dude, I cannot say enough good shit about that. I'm if not for the Star Wars, because Star Wars is probably going to blow everything out of the water. So Star Wars aside, I'm going to say that Mad Max was probably the best film to come out of 2015.
So far,
hands down, so far.
But again, it's one of those things. And if you look at the movies that have done well and will probably do well, okay, Mad Max.
And it did well. That's what excites me. That movie fucking rocked the fucking went straight to the bank, and that's great though, because it sends a message that you can make a really great movie and people will still go and munch the popcorn and buy the tickets.
And here's what makes me happy about this: Avengers 2. You know, all the movies that are coming out right now, extremely limited CGI. All the effects. As many of the effects as possible are practical.
Yeah.
And Star Wars is going to be the same way. And
I know, I'm so excited.
Like, this summer is the summer of practical effects.
And I'm just so excited we're going back to that. And that people are using
and it
the
shows
effects
the money
correctly.
Shows that people want to see shit that's believable.
That's real.
Even though it's fantastic, they want to see a dude in a ship. They don't want to see a cartoon.
Yeah.
Of Jar Jar fucking Binks.
Well, there was a quote by George Lucas. Old George Lucas, not molester George Lucas.
Right.
Where he was talking about the effects, because, you know, he did groundbreaking effects for the real trilogy.
John, yeah.
And they were talking about, you know, all the effects and everything, and he goes, well, you know, something you have to understand, you know, these effects, they're great, and, you know, we broke ground with them, and it's a lot of work and a lot of labor and a lot of love, is that the effects have to drive a good story. The effects themselves cannot be the story, because everything has to be in service of the story. And it's just ironic that same man, decades later, shit the bed like I almost fucking shit the bed fucking from the food poisoning. I mean, it was terrible, fucking awful. But yeah, dude, I wish I had an extra set of arms, because I would give Mad Max Fury Road 4 thumbs up.
Yep. Oh yeah, that movie was quite good.
I would put the movie It Follows that I went to see. If you get a chance to see it, watch it. It is probably available on. It's got to be on Netflix soon. But it did all right in the box office. It was actually a big surprise because it was an independent film. But it took risks, and you can tell when they put it together, they cared about it. I would say Fury Road, then It Follows so far this year. I
watched Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Oh yeah, we talked about it on the last one. We talked about it on 113. Yeah, that one was another one
that was fun.
That was great fun. I usually a movie that's just fun, it's like my movie cuntiness kicks in. But I only felt it for the exploding head thing, but it sort of matched the flavor, so it wasn't too bad of a knee-jerk response with
that
me.
was a little silly at the end, but
But it matched the
another
flavor.
one that it took risks because it was not afraid to make fun of itself.
And to have the main character guy that you love die.
Right.
Spoilers. It's been long enough. We can say it. And it had lots of violence in it, but again, all the violence and the effects was pushing the story along. That it was anyway.
Yeah.
But,
that was good.
But let's see. We have so as I
You
said
want to get
before,
on to Jurassic Disappointment?
Jurassic Disappointment. Yeah. Let's get into Jurassic Disappointment. So I went to go see it. Now I'll start with the good.
Okay.
Effects are good, but I mean they pretty much have to be now.
Right.
Seeing lots of dinosaurs in it, so okay. It was full of lots of action and dinosaurs and things. So if you're going to see it just for that, you will be well happy.
The review, the one thing I read about it said that, negative stuff aside, one of the positives was just Chris Pratt in general.
Now that's the other thing I wanted to address. Chris Pratt was great in it. Now I'm not trying to be all fanboy or anything, but his character was. Imagine like a Star-Lord meets Animal Trainer. It was cool. I liked it. I wanted to see more with him in it because he nailed it. His despite having a fucking retarded story and a shitty script full of more
I hear
and a
that his
spaghetti
screen
container.
presence was just like
He owned it, dude.
Stunning.
Yeah, he owned that shit. So I got excited by that because I know now that fucking a good actor and a decent dude. By the way, he does a lot of charity work.
Yeah, and I've read interviews and seen him talking about stuff. He's just such a normal guy.
Yeah, he's such a cool dude. So when
sense of
again,
humor.
cool, nice people, good things happen to him and succeed gets me fucking happy. I'm like, yeah, fucking all right, dude. So that was good. And now let's talk about the entire rest of the film for me.
The next 30 minutes will be all the shit.
The Jurassic Disappointment. Now, this film, the story, the script, it went through a bunch of different hands. And it shows because it tries a bunch of different things and it either fails or it abandons storylines, it abandons ideas.
Yeah, I heard
It
the
shifts
story
gears.
makes no goddamn sense.
No, it shifts gears senselessly. If you remember in the original, I'm going to skip Jurassic Park 2 and 3 because it's like fucking whatever. They were just...
Yeah.
The first one was the one that was the neat idea. The first one I really liked. The effects is still watchable to this day.
Yep.
And it had its movie sins, its cinema sins. Sure.
Yep.
But I mean, for what it was cute. It was a neat idea, scientifically speaking. And they took that. They talked about, there was different characters that were in there. There was actually really clever dialogue in it. That was cool. There were great moments in it where you were just like, whoa, and shit, and oh my God, run, run, run. In this movie, when you had the two kids that you're supposed to care about,
yeah, and that little ball of...
by the time they were in the ball, I was like, just kill them. Just fucking kill them. They are so absolutely fun. Now, usually my parent dad instincts will kick in, and I'm like, oh no, kid's in trouble. Dude, I was just like, just fucking kill them. They're so... if you kill them, you'll have done one thing right so far. And that sounds terrible, but I mean, they were just so annoying. They weren't like the kids in the Jurassic Park. The only times they were annoying was it was just like a cute annoying, and it was annoying because
they were bugging Dr. What's his face.
And Laura Dern was thought that was cute.
And it pushed the story because the whole idea was, Chicky girl wants him to, oh, we should have kids. Oh, I don't like kids. Well, here's some kids. Good luck with that.
Yeah, and all girls do that, so you can identify with that.
And then it's like, oh, lol, he's uncomfortable, but then, they get
but it was cute
because of a traumatic situation.
Yeah, but it was, and he got stuck with he got stuck with the kids, and that was cute, and it worked, and you gave a shit about the kids. They were interesting kids, They tried to bite off of the original Jurassic Park. They tried to hit the same notes, but like really, really bad musicians. Even though they had some pages of good sheet music, they fucking shit all over it.
Like Nirvana trying to cover Led Zeppelin or something.
I was going to say more like someone with cerebral palsy trying to play Beethoven.
Oh, well, I mean, I feel that is
the
same analogy.
No, that's being too fucking kind and gracious, and it's kind of fucked up. People with cerebral palsy can't help it, Pete. They can't help it.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of rowdy, stupid drunks, but falling out of a bar drunk, and then a bunch of classical musicians are touring in a bus. Yeah, I know that doesn't happen, but they have a flat tire. So they get the flat tire fixed. They kidnap the bus, drive it to the fucking concert hall, and then just go up on the stage and start just fucking throwing up in the cello. The one chick lady is like doing a twerking against a violin, and everyone's appalled, but the door's mysteriously locked, and you're trapped in there for 2.5 hours, thinking you were going to see beautiful fucking Beethoven, and instead it's a bunch of drunk fucking hillbillies shitting and puking and twerking. That's what the fucking rest of the movie was like.
All right.
And it just, things happen for no fucking reason. Like, let's go see this new dinosaur that's there. And you're like, okay.
Yeah,
and
the new engineered dinosaur they just made up.
Yeah, and they're like, look, we want to get this thing out. And so we have this great animal tamer guy, so let's bring him in because he understands animal psychology. And Chris Pratt shows up, and Owen is his character's name. He shows up with Claire, who's actually Ron Howard's daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And I feel weird for fucking being so rock hard watching her the whole time because she's fucking scalding hot. And I'm like, oh, this is weird. Oh, wow, you're Richie Cunningham's daughter. I feel like I've done something naughty here. But she acted well. It's just the script was just so hokey. Not a good hokey, a bad hokey.
Ooh,
and, so they get into the fucking paddocks where it's at that they built extra high. And you're thinking,
it never works. Yeah.
But the security guard who's there is like this. Anybody who you weren't supposed to like was fat and dumb and greedy. And
they just Dennis Nedry to everybody?
Yes, I hate that. I mean, it's such a stupid... It's like, hey, you're going to hate this guy because he's fat and greedy and in the military. And you're going to hate this guy because he's fat and a security guard and lazy. It's like, maybe you shouldn't be making fat people bad. I hate that. Fat people aren't bad just because they're fat. Like they're not lazy because they're fat. I hate that shit.
Reddit fucking banned the fat people hate or whatever.
Yeah, it's not cool, dude. It's not fucking cool. So
they have a thyroid issue.
Yeah, or well, no, but I mean, like, first of all, it's guarding what they say is a $27 million investment. It's this incredibly dangerous fucking dinosaur they really don't know much about. So you're going to have one inept security guard him? That's like a classic bad guy mistake. And this is like
the next thing you know, their freaking experimental dinosaur is going to be monologuing before it kills the fucking hero.
You know what? If they did that, I would have actually I would have respected it more, Pete. Because that would have been the movie saying, look, we know we're stupid, but we're going to go the Army of Darkness route, and then it's cool. Like when he's like punching the corpses and their heads go, boing.
Yeah.
But it works because it's done tongue in cheek and it's
so over the top.
But it works.
Won't you be good? Yeah.
It's not trying to be better than it is, and it's just Jesus Christ, man. So they're in there and he's like, where is it? And they're looking and they can't find its heat signature. And he's like, look at these scratches on the wall. Like, you didn't notice these? And they're like, it's new. And so they think it climbed out. And so first thing you do, of course, is open the door to go look. No, that's not what you do.
But That's not dinosaur maintenance.
No.
I thought it was just like provide an opportunity for the ultra smart, genetically engineered killer dino that ate its fucking sister, the opportunity to escape. Like I thought that's how we do things.
Yeah.
Shit.
You
I would be a bad Jurassic security guard.
Well, and the way they took that in there, and that's a total bite. Again, they're looking at the sheet music, but they're fucking up the notes. They're fucking up the playing of it.
Right, it's all in the wrong key.
Yeah,
shit.
if you recall, the raptor, they were talking about her and how she killed the other raptors and stuff.
Yeah.
To make her spooky.
Girl.
Yeah, you know. So I'm like, again, you're trying to hit the same notes, you unimaginative twat waffles. I mean, the reason Jurassic Park was so great is because it was so new. It was something new. I mean, fuck, take a risk, people. But whatever. So they go in there. Now, I liked that Chris Pratt was, the way he's talking about it, he's like, look, you got this animal. This animal doesn't even know what the fuck it is. You know, it's been in here. Its only interaction with anyone else has been a crane that drops food in. You know, this animal, in a small enclosure, this animal's going to go fucking nuts, dude. What are you doing? You don't even know what you got. You know, and rather than have it slowly get out in some clever way, they just immediately, he goes in there, and of course, fat, lazy security guard does something dumb and dies. First he opens the big door. So,
I'll get it.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of here because I'm fat and lazy and don't care about other people. Yeah, that's the guy you want guarding your $27 million investment.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it gets out and does all the things that it does, and you know, here comes some spoilers. Skip ahead about 3 minutes because I promise I won't ramble on much more about this. And then, you know, it goes crazy. Other dinosaurs get out, and they're like the evil military guy who's also fat, who's actually a great actor. He's the guy who plays Kingpin. Vincent D'Onofrio. He plays
the Kingpin in the Netflix series.
Yeah, he was on.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah, and so, but dude, even he could hardly believe the fucking lines he's delivering, and you could tell. And they had him in an outfit that just accentuated his fat stomach. They wanted to be this fat, dumb, greedy, evil. I'm like, guys, come on, man. That's not what it's about. I mean, well, since you're aping Jurassic Park, you could at least get it right. You have the sheet music, you fuck knuckles.
Yeah.
So you know, he's like, let's use the raptors and to hunt it down, even though they have helicopters and machine guns and fucking bazookas and shit. So you know, and apparently it can cloak itself because it can camouflage itself.
Of course.
That's because of the DNA. And they kind of touched on it briefly.
Magic, yeah.
Because they had the guy who was in it who played, he was one of the original Gene Splicers. The Oriental fellow. I hate to say that, but he was in it.
The non-specific Asian type guy.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you're Oriental. You're going to be the Asian scientist guy because they're smart. And they had him in it, and the guy who owns the whole park, he's saying Ifran Khan is the actor's name. He played Simon Masrani. He's talking to guys like, what is in this fucking dinosaur? Because Pratt's like, Owen's like, you need to find out what the fuck's in this dinosaur. And he's like, dude, what did you make? And you know, and he's like, well, we used genes from a cuttlefish because we needed this trait. You know, we genes from this fucking violent fucking psycho, this violent predator for this trait. And he's like, this is what when you sent me the memo that you wanted something bigger, scarier with more teeth. If you want these traits of a predator, you can't complain that the behaviors associated with these traits are expressed in the organism. This is what you asked for. We're not mad scientists. This is what you wanted. So again, you're like, wow, almost a good scene. And then they cut from it instantly and to go into hackneyed shit. So,
of course.
You know, they're like, oh, we're going to fight. So the Raptors, they you know, there's this really cool scene where Chris Pratt, like, kind of, you know, he's doing the taming thing, and he's riding on the motorcycle with him, and they're like going up against him and with him and shit. And he kind of looks to the right, looks to the left, and he kind of looks ahead, like, this is fucking cool. And I was like, you know what? That was a cool scene because that was pretty fucking cool. And in Jurassic Disappointments, to keep the pace of their disappointments, they instantly use some hackney shit. This is the last of the spoilers. They get to the big dinosaur, and they're the unobtainiumosaurus, and they all corner him and shit. And all of a sudden, he starts like doing a much deeper, baser version of the communication that the raptors do back and forth. And they're like kind of like looking at each other like, oh shit. And he's like, oh fuck. He's like, they've got a new alpha now. And then just the raptors turn on the people because they remember that in their focus groups that people like the raptors killing people. So the raptors turn against them. And at the end of the fucking thing, they're like, oh, we need more teeth. Because the kid's like counting teeth the whole time. So the hot chick, Claire, she goes and releases the T-Rex. And there's the big fight. And then they get near the water. And then they have it cornered. And it looks like it's going to beat them. And then the one kind of cool part is the fucking Mosasaurus, because it's near the tank, comes out and grabs the big fucking Orgasmosaurus and drowns it in the water. The Disappointosaurus. And that's the end of it. That's just the fucking end of it. There's no moral lesson or no anything. That's the end of it. That's the end of Jurassic Disappointment. So, yeah. Just no. It'll make its money. So go see it if you want to watch Chris Pratt be awesome and dinosaurs. But don't go to be wowed like Jurassic Park. And that's the end of my movies. Are you there, Pete?
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, shit, I got scared. I'm like, oh, my God, internet connection died. I knew something would happen.
No, sorry, I was like really into what you were saying.
Oh, well, anyway, you said you had played something.
Yeah, I got comfortable and I was just like listening to you talk, like, oh, this is really rad. So I have gotten back into the Final Fantasy 14s.
Yes. Now you would
after a very long break.
Yeah, you had spoken of them many episodes ago, and did like a whole expose on it.
Thanks to Steam, it tells you like how much time you put into things. So I reinstalled it, and Steam was like, "You played 394 hours."
Wow!
I was like, holy shit! For one, and then it was like, and last time you played was September last year. Like, I was like, okay, so that's been a decent amount of time. But the expansion, like level cap raised, interesting shit is actually going to happen in the game. Expansion is coming out at the end of this month, and when it first got announced, I was just like, fucking, I can't be bothered. Like, and. We hadn't heard anything about it other than that it was happening.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, well, here's a trailer and stuff. And, I was talking to some of my friends that play, and I was like, all right, well, if they raise the level cap, I'll play again. Sure enough, yeah, level cap's going up to 60. And I was like, God damn it. Guess that means I got to start playing it again. So I finally got to, like, and, it's $15 a month like WoW is, and I just definitely couldn't be asked to play WoW anymore. So I finally was like, I got an extra $15. Let me, reinstall it and just see where it's at and what's up. So I've been literally playing it all day today, catching up on the story because it's actually got a story and it's interesting. And unlike WoW, they don't completely change how you play your jam every couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Because, because you know how it is. If you stop playing WoW for like 9 months, you come back, everything's fucking different. And it's just like next to impossible to catch you without rolling a new character or whatever. It's just,
they did that. I was just actually listening to one of the developers talk about what they did to demonology locks.
Yeah.
And I remember it was kind of ironic because I'm like, I used to play an Affliction Warlock. And I really loved it because you could pwn ass if you played it right. It was great.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then they took it and they changed it so Affliction sucked, and then it was the fucking direct damage, the fire or destruction. And then they changed it, and I was like, so I was like, whatever. So I'm like, this is too much like a mage. So I kind of stopped playing it. And then they said now it's demonology, and I'm like, Can you just go back to Affliction? Because that was actually the one thing about Warlocks that was completely unique. Not the pets, not the other stuff. It was the dots, more dots, more dots. It was the dots.
Okay, stop dots.
Dots and fearing. And remember Vase used to do lock tanking with that shit? That was the best, dude. He would like take 3 fucking elite mobs on by himself.
And, just go run around and kill them, and it was whatever.
Oh, that was awesome.
But it's pretty cool. Like it was funny to me today because like I'm going around and they assume you haven't taken a 9-month break because they're like, yeah, and you remember when this happened? You know, game time in the story, like they're like, yeah, well, this happened yesterday. I'm like, sure, yeah, I totally remember all of these fucking people and things that you're talking about and referring to. Yeah, definitely remember when that happened. The fuck are they on about? I don't know. Could I just do a quest? Like, what's up with this?
It sounds like me and almost all of the Mists of Pandaria.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of like stuff they refer to that I'm just like, I just. What? I don't care. But they kept the basic gameplay stuff the same for, because what I like about the game hasn't really changed, which is good because that means I'm going to keep playing it for now. Because unlike WoW and most other MMOs where it's just like, oh, I want to play a rogue today. All right, so I'm going to level my rogue. Oh, I want to play a mage. Well, I need to level a mage. At Final Fantasy, it's like you have your character that learns how to do everything. So
yeah, that's pretty neat. I like that.
You put on your new gear, and it's just like, okay, so here's my healing set, which turns me to my healing class.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Here's my caster DPS set, turns me to that class, and your level in whatever that is, which is pretty awesome. But what's really cool is after I stopped playing, they released a patch that, and I'm going to eventually get into this once I get caught up with the story, because you can't, the one kind of jankball thing they do, because it's Japanese, is if you're not 100% caught up on the story quests, you can't you can't do the shit that's in the expansion. You can't level to 60 if you're not caught up in the story.
Yeah, SWTOR does that a little bit.
Yeah, and it's like, which makes sense if you've not stopped playing at all, then you'd be caught up. So it's just like, all right, it's shit's coming out soon. Plenty of time to catch up, and I'm already pretty far along as far as that goes. But they finally added in my class to this game. They're allowing they have the rogue and ninja jobs.
Oh shit!
So I can actually go dual wield dagger, stabby, and
that's all.
I'm pretty stoked about that. Of course, I have to level it, and the one thing that sucks, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Is like you can have your one character with every single class or job or whatever, but if you're like me, like I like questing. I enjoy that.
Yeah, me too.
The majority of the quests, like they have dailies and they have like repeatable quests, but that shit gets old. But like,
it does.
So each job has its own class quest. So like you have class quests, which is cool because that keeps it different. And each zone has its story quests and what's not. But once you do those quests, they're done.
Oh shit.
On that character. So it's like because
what do you do then to level up? The new
grind and just fucking hate your life.
Oh my god! Oh, so that's where the balance is.
So that's
how they balance out the no alt thing by saying, okay, no, you can have one character who does a bajillion things, but
be a
little bit of grinding.
My tune, I'm a level 50 black mage, which is essentially the wizard type of spell casting DPS, and a level 50 white mage, which is the healer, and I got real good gear for both. But to get to those type of deals, it's like, all right, you need level 15 in one class and 30 in another class, and there's a little crossover here and there, but and then what's real messed up is, for example, the ninja job, you need level 15 pugilist, level 30 rogue, so you have to level 2 different classes to the 2 different spots.
and then you combine them together, and then you have to level the last 20 things as your, ninja job or whatever. So it's like, and as I am now, I'm not looking forward to it, because do I want to do the melee stabby? Yes, I do. It's kind of what I like, but I've already done all the fucking quests, because since I leveled my healer second, it wasn't that big of a deal, because you can just freaking farm instances and have really good gear and low queue times and all that kind of stuff.
DPS.
And that's not so bad as a healer, but DPS. The queues for DPS, that's the same in every MMO. You're standing around in the main town looking at general chat, watching your brain cells die because people are retarded, going, my God, why can't my queue just pop? So I like the game. It's a good alternative for me to WoW, just because I'm really just still wowed out. Oh, hardcore. I can't even be bothered. I'll probably never touch WoW again. I'll be honest. I'll play all the other stuff. It's been 10 years. I'm good on the whole World of Warcraft thing.
Oh, you would. I have to, in the strongest possible terms, recommend Warlords of Draenor. Just play through it just for the story.
I have level 100.
Oh shit! Then you already did that. Oh, I didn't know if you'd played it all.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Steffi convinced me to get back into it, and Warlords was super rad. I had a lot of fun with it, leveling and doing that stuff. But it's once I got to the end game part of it, I'm just well, here we go again.
Yeah.
The garrisons weren't enough of a draw, because it was still too much. I'm logging in to do a couple dailies, send my people out to do their thing. It felt like a Facebook game. That was. I get it. I understand why they did that. But for me, because that and the other thing is because I've been in and out of WoW so much, I didn't have the same people I was playing with.
Yeah, the social element kind of is important too.
But because that's what I like about Final Fantasy is my guild is we're a free company in that game, but guild essentially, they're still there, and they're all just about fucking time you started playing again, you nerd, So it's I still have a cool social aspect to it there, and now that being more active on the streaming kind of deal, it's there's the Realm Reborn has it really probably. Ultimately doesn't, but to me anyway, it feels like it has more to offer than WoW does. And I also think that's just because I haven't worn myself out on this particular flavor of hotbar based MMO.
Yeah.
It's and I don't know. I like it. It's very shiny.
It is a beautiful game.
It is a pretty fucking game.
It is. I was when we did the review when you were first really getting into it. And you were talking about rating and the different things. I actually grabbed video of it off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Using that thing, and I put it in there, and I was like, "Wow, this is pretty. This is pretty. It
is very pretty to look at with its over designed armor.
Oh yeah, but that's kind of cool.
That's one of the funniest. But that's Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you can't have a Final Fantasy game without that shit.
Yeah, and that always cracks me up. Where it's just I've got the most over-designed armor on the planet. Look at all the fucking spikes and belts and shit coming off of it, and it's fucking glowing.
My sword is the size of me, but it's wider and it has guns and.
Oh, dude, there's this one character that they introduced in the patches that that have come out since I stopped playing. It's your typical haughty type of elf kind of guy, but his sword is fucking rad. I'm dude, I want that fucking weapon, even though I don't use swords in this tune at all for anything. I don't have any class that could use it, but it's this big ass, two-handed, fucking not Buster Sword looking deal, but it's
it's like the blade itself is blue. It's fucking cool looking. I'm just like, oh, dude, totally want it.
It is hot.
But there's a lot of, there's a lot of stuff. Like, and it's funny because, like so many MMOs, you know how in WoW, right? They have, I guess it's badges or whatever. I don't know if they still do badges, but they did them for a while.
Hmm.
Like you run dungeons and you get like 5 badges of justice for killing a boss.
Yeah, they changed that up some, but I remember what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, yeah. So
and then you trade in the tokens or whatever for gear.
You're right.
Or mats, super high
Final
quality
Fantasy
mats.
has a similar system, and it just like WoW. It's like, okay, you know, some patches happen, and now we have the next tier of
stuff.
Fucking tokens is out, so you can take the old bullshit and trade it up for the thing and the stuff that you were working so hard to get before and had the weekly limit. Well, now that's kind of the normal sort of everybody can get it type of deal. And I'm like, all right, yeah, okay, I see how this is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at all my gear now, and I'm like, oh, I remember when I was like kind of cool. Now I'm like totally bullshit. I have to get back to kind of cool, being all casual like I am and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's that, and like there's a ton of stuff to do, which I like. And as opposed to how WoW's doing it currently with Warlords, because with Warlords right now, just for comparison's sake, you got your garrison. Like that's kind of your personal jam. You pimp out your little town thing with your followers, and you do all that.
That's useful for getting like mats and stuff like that, because for relevant to your profession. And it's one thing I don't like though, and this goes back to your Facebook game fucking thing, is I understand back in the day they'd have like the 24 as like say an enchanter. There was a 24-hour limit on making some shard. A 24-hour cooldown.
Yeah, or as a tailor, the specific type of cloth.
Not moon cloth. It was something else. But
No, moon cloth. You're right.
Oh, was it? Yeah. That was the big one.
Vanilla WoW was moon cloth. Yeah.
And so they had that, and it was just for like the most rare of things, and you could sell them for tons of money because it takes forever to do. Well, now it's like everything takes forever. If you want to get the different recipes, you have to make these shards. You can trade the shards in for it. But the progression of that is so slow. So you're like level 100, and you can only make 1 shard per day, and it takes like 10 shards for this. So that's 10 days for one recipe. Now if you want to make the recipe, you need more shards and more stuff. And I'm like, dude, this is too much.
So to initially purchase the recipe, it takes like a week and a half, and then if you want to actually make that gear, it takes
even
another
longer.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it takes even longer, and the whole time you're not getting. I was looking at, I'm a completist. So if I get like I'm into cooking, I want all the cooking recipes.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be an enchanter, I want to be able to do I want to learn all the recipes.
That's
and it's for me that's kind of fun. Like for fishing, I wanted to catch all the different kinds of fish, and that's what I'm doing now with my garrison. Is because I can do that and watch a movie at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
I turned down all the other sounds.
Well, the one of the things I like about
you're being run over.
That's a bus, and you can probably hear that.
Dude, I've been able to hear every bus, but that bus sounded like it was driving over you.
I'm like hanging out the window with a cigarette, so.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
That bus. And because it's late, it's quiet-ish. For the city, it's quiet.
Mm.
Oh, that's one thing I didn't talk about in What's New. I'll come back to that in a second. But on the Final Fantasies, what I like as opposed to the garrisons in World of Warcraft, like a lot of the end game shit that there is to do that's grindy like that is still all everything you do benefits your character in some way. For example, like their big deal is the Atma weapons. So like you get my black mage has and all black mages, you get the staff, and you work on your staff to upgrade it. So
work on your staff.
Right? It sounds dirty when I say
Mine must be upgraded like a motherfucker.
But you get like a stick, and you get it through. You can get it through like the tomes or marks of Justice Valerie, fucking whatever the balls it is, and you get it, and it's like eye level 80 or whatever, and it's kind of crap, but it's better than what you had got through questing and dungeons or whatever. And then it's like, okay, you unlock a quest, and the quest is like, all right, well, you need to go do, you need to go to 12 different areas and just pray that you get these 12 different drops, and then you upgrade it to like a better eye level. It's like, oh, all right, that's cool. And then from there, it's like, all right, well, now you can get these books, and each one of these books you get for X amount of fucking tomes of fuckitude. And what's cool is, especially as the DPS with long-ass queues, is these books, it's like, all right, go kill, here's 10 different flavors of monster. Go kill 10 of each of those. And then go run these dungeons and go do these specific world events. Yeah. It's like there's always something to do, and all that shit to do is, maybe it's stuff you've done a million times before, but it doesn't feel as grindy, because even though you've done it a million times, the million and one is to get a upgrade to your shit.
Yeah. You're working on your weapon.
You always feel like, to me, and that's what if I'm paying for a game monthly, I want to feel like I'm actually working towards something constantly. I hate standing around doing nothing. I hate not accomplishing things. So that's one thing that I like about Realm Reborn, is that a lot of the end game shit they have available, while yes, it is grindy and kind of bullshit and can definitely be obnoxious, you're always at least working towards improving your character or your gear or whatever. So like, I appreciate that that they got going on there.
Oh, well, there you go. I have one more thing for a mixed media review. It's a book.
Oh, books are good.
I got it on a lark. I was at Walmart, and I had to get like some grocery shit. I was all tired, and I was feeling a little whingy or whatever. And I looked over, and it was a brand new Star Wars book.
Really?
And I'm like, whoa, this seems strange. It's just strange to have books in Walmart, but it's I'm like, oh, okay.
Read?
Yeah, this is crazy, and it's called Lords of the Sith. So I'm like, oh, I'll check it out, and its main focus is on Vader and the Emperor.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
And it's interesting because you don't really get to get into their world very much in the movies and everything.
Because they seem like that sort of the amazingly unstoppable evil type of or flawed evil as Vader is.
But you don't really get to see them do that much.
No, there are a lot of rumor, hearsay, scary type stuff.
I mean, they're powerful, and when you see them do shit, it's bad as hell. But you don't get a real feel for their power and how their relationship goes back and forth, which is cool, but it's always interested me. And so it's about Vader and the Emperor. They're on Vader's Super Star Destroyer, the Perilous. And there's they're going to Ryloth, which is where the Twi'leks live.
Okay.
It's under Imperial occupation. And there's this is the early part of the rebellion. And
I gotcha.
There's a free Ryloth movement. And some humans are actually helping them out, and they set a trap, and they end up crashing on Ryloth. So but it's cool because you get to see Vader kicking some ass, and you get inside the suit with him, which is pretty cool.
Different.
What's it like walking around in a giant iron lung? You know what I mean? That's what it is. It respirates
being held together by machines in the Force, essentially.
What can he see through those eyepieces? Can he smell things? Can he? Does he need to breathe outside air? Can it strain out poisons? How strong is he? What can he feel through his gloves? All these little things are in there, but it was by Paul S. Kemp, Kemp, Lords of the Sith, and it's pretty cool. You get to there's way more Emperor in it than is in anything else, but you get kind of like a feeling for the relationship between Vader and the Emperor, and just how ultimately badass the Emperor really is. But there is one really cool quote in it where he's speaking to Vader, and because Vader's mind, he had like a couple flashbacks remembering, before he was evil Vader, when he was Anakin.
Before he had unlimited power.
Yes. And because I read all of his lines in my head using the Emperor voice.
Yeah, you have to.
I have to. I can't read it any other way. But they're
I'm afraid this battle station is fully operational.
We're quite safe from your friends here. I mean, he's just such a badass. He's such a badass. Every kid wanted to be just wanted to shoot the purple lightning.
Yeah. I actually heard a rumor that the Emperor doesn't die at
yeah, I know. I heard that rumor.
The end of that movie.
Which is interesting, and it kind of matches something from SWTOR for their next X-Pack, which is just coming out.
Yeah.
Where the Emperor's coming back because his whole plan was to kill the universe.
Like you do.
So he can live forever alone. Emperors are like that.
That's like they say about Peter Baelish, would burn the world to rule its ashes.
Yeah, exactly. So the Emperor's kind of looking at him, and Vader. It's just them two at this point, and and Vader's like, "Are you testing me, Master?" And he's like, "Testing you? Is that how you perceive things?" And Vader pauses for a moment and bravely asks, "Am I wrong?" His master smiled and reached up to put a hand that could emit force lightning, on Vader's shoulder.
Yeah.
The gesture, both a sign of affection and an assertion of power. We are, all of us, always being tested, my friend. Tests make us stronger, and strength is power, and power is the point. We must unlimited power. We must pass all of the tests we face. A long pause, and then, or die in the effort. So I like the writing.
About right.
It's pretty cool, and it covers the use of anger and hatred, like what's going on in their heads to channel that anger and that hate, and how to use it through the Force and everything, which is interesting. And the freedom fighters are believable, flawed characters that you actually kind of give a shit about because you understand their motivations, and one of them dies, you're like, oh no, but then you're like, oh, but Vader's so badass. They're also so scared shitless of Vader.
As well they should be, because that's one of the things that
the ship, they blow up his Star Destroyer, and he chases them out, avoiding getting into a fucking escape pod because he wants to kill them first before he leaves the fucking exploding thing. He's like knocking.
It's so badass.
He's knocking. They see him like in a distance because they're in hangar bay. They see his lightsaber, and they see like people flying around. And he's actually throwing his own crew out of the way to get to them, to kill them before he gets off the exploding Super Star Destroyer. So it's just
fucking rad.
It's full of such awesome badassness, and everyone is so scared. No one breathes. And as scared shitless as they are of him, I love the way they do this. Nobody even tries to breathe near the Emperor. They don't even like speaking his name, dude. They're so terrified. And he hasn't. Nobody except his royal guard has ever seen him do anything. But they're just like the sense of menace and power, and they know that Vader just like is like totally bends the knee to him constantly.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like they've seen Vader. They know how fucking frightening
exactly.
he is. And he's afraid of the Empire.
He calls him, yes, my master. They're like, oh, shit.
It's just like, that's fucking shit gets real.
Yeah.
The Emperor gets out of his chair.
You get to see them both kick some ass in this, and it's pretty fucking cool. It's I'm really, at first I was reading it, I figured it'll be bubblegum, but fuck it. I've never read a Star Wars book. It's going to be bubblegum, but you know what? I need a break from the fantasy World of Warcrafty stuff for a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me just jump in. I need a guilty pleasure, but I am actually really liking it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Lords of the Sith by Paul S. Kemp. Check it out. Which I was surprised, but I shouldn't have been surprised because it's not weird that Star Wars should be awesome. That's not news.
That's not weird
or news.
That's pretty much how it is.
Yeah, but if it was weird news, we'd have it in a segment.
Would we have some of that?
We would. We'd have it in a segment called Weird News. Yet another clumsy segue. Whether it's people eating Pete on eggs in China or a woman who discovers her second vagina, straight from the internet, it's Weird News. Yes, that's right. Some of which is brought to you by way of Chuck Shepard's newsofweird.com, some from The Smoking Gun, The Raw Story, HuffingtonPost.com, and some from random sorted APR news sources scattered throughout the interwebs. And
oh, snap.
Two
some good old listener submitted awesomeness.
Yes, sir-rooney. 2 from our listeners. Pete getting hype on the Skype. Oh, shizzle.
My favorite action. I haven't done the weird news in a while, and I know there are certain listeners, specifically in the Nerdarchy fan club there, that like the weird news.
Well, that's good because we got some pretty funny ones. This first one's called I Don't. Way back in March.
Sounds like an ex of mine.
Yeah, sounds like 2 ex-wives of mine. In March.
Racking them up.
Two men.
Take all that as you will, internet.
Carl, stop it. Stop it. I can't help it. That shit cracks me up every time. At least I'm laughing about it now.
It's better than
the alternative.
God, I guess,
what else are you going to do? In March. The box. Okay. All right. Put on your serious face, Carl. This is a comedy show.
Yeah.
Stop all that laughing.
Knock that shit off.
Yeah.
We got serious, funny shit to talk about.
Use your Stroker voice. Knock it Arl. Knock it off, goddammit.
Fuck it, I don't need any of you.
Sam, you're the ass. And
jokes like that, I can't make it work because nobody gets it.
I know. One day we'll have to do funny folklore stories. In March, 2 men serving time for anti-gay murders became the first same-sex couple allowed to get married behind bars in Britain at the Full Sutton prison in East Yorkshire.
That makes sense.
The romance blossomed.
Faggots, hey, you want to fuck me in the ass?
Yeah, let's do it. I hate gays, fucking faggots.
I don't like this. It's just getting me off.
Well, no, now that makes sure they're having sex and they don't like it. Now they really are married. The romance blossomed after the 2 men, Mark Goodwin, age 31, serving life, and pedophile Mikhail Galatinov, age 40, who is eligible for release sooner somehow, met at the prison library, and the wedding party included 4 relatives of the 2 killers. All wearing irony white, I guess. That's from the Daily Telegraph.
With red pants.
Yes.
Wow, that's fucking...
Takes the breath away.
Weird shit right there.
This next one's called pornography. While thousands of Japanese women accept commercial pornographic movie roles, only a dwindling number of males, by one estimate only 30 industry-wide, are available to pair with. They're called stallions on call, according to one producer. That makes the undisputed king of Japanese porn, Shimiken, age 35, in such demand that he works as many as 6 movies a day with few days off.
Holy shit.
Yes. Wow, we think our overtime.
Only Japanese guy with a dick bigger than 4 inches.
Yes, take that, Orient.
I mean, I don't know personally, but
I've heard
reports, like firsthand reports.
Danielle, the amazing.
Danielle,
the awesome.
That I know. It's
Danielle.
Stereotype for a reason.
I
have more sources than just her, but yeah.
His
poor guy's only half Asian.
His impressive track record, according to a double entendre-laden March profile in Details magazine, includes 7,000 films with at least 7,500 co-stars, including once 72-year-old twins. Because when you're one of 35 fucking guys, you got to do it all. To maintain his vigor...
Actually, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, to maintain his vigor, he hits the gym fanatically and downs mineral supplements and complex amino acids, but no Viagra. I haven't had to use it, he said, adding after a pause, yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is 35, but, like, goddamn, like, that's... It is definitely demanding being a male porn star because you have to be able to get it up and do all your jams.
Yeah, it's
like,
more than just jizz on demand.
Yeah, it's really difficult
and necessary.
Any dude in that industry has a hard time. Hard time. Like you said, double entendre filled time with stuff. That's wow.
Yeah.
Like that's just fucking impressive. Like you'd want to shake his hand, but
I don't know where it's been.
7,500 places it could have been.
Yeah, with no Viagra, dude, that's incredible. I mean, because he's got to stay hard the whole fucking time. Jesus.
Yeah. Because that's like the American fucking adult entertainment industry is like riddled with the blue pills.
Yeah. God bless those fucking. I swear, once I'm 100% single, it'll be time for meaningless sex for a while. I don't know. Just get a bucket of Viagra, all the lubricant I can fit in a wheelbarrow, and then just fucking go to town for a whole fucking weekend. Just run around like a rampaging maniac with a nightstick, just fucking going nuts, man. I don't know.
Maybe.
In a hot tub with the shampoo in it.
Is it a hot tub time machine? Because that'd be kind of cool.
It is not a hot tub time machine. Because if I would use it, I would go back in time so that I wouldn't have to do this.
Fair enough.
Renewable energy is the next one. Despite the skepticism of a few tech writers, the internet pornography super site Pornhub insists that it is developing a wristband that stores energy enough to power a cell phone that can be generated by the up and down motion of masturbation. Pornhub...
I'm in.
I think everybody's in. Pornhub announced in February that it will soon...
Can I plug my phone into a fleshlight? Because, let's face it, that's kind of awesome.
It'll all new apps, different kinds of apps. That'd be kind of cool. Like,
well, yeah, you just get the Pornhub app, so that way you get your video on your phone, and then while you're using the fleshlight, it charges your phone.
Yeah,
like
and you're set.
It's the world's best source of renewable energy.
Yeah.
So fuck wind, fuck it. Just literally fucking is. Well, my goodness! What Pornhub? Yes. Look, we can help you with taglines.
Yes. Oh my God. It's they announced in February they will soon begin recruiting human testers for its
going green. Fuck it.
They have a name for it for its wank band.
I love it.
That's the best ever, dude. Dude, I think I could keep the lights on, charge everything, and watch TV while doing it. That's incredible.
Speaking of, I just read a thing.
That was in the New York Daily News, by the way.
That Deadmau5, actually, the rich motherfucker that he is, tweeted out that he's going off the grid by getting a Tesla Powerwall. Which, for those of you who don't know what Tesla is, apart from Nikola Tesla, the car company, which ganked the name, the electric cars, they'll run on batteries. They now make a home solar system where you get the solar panels and the Tesla batteries in the wall, so you make your own energy and then just store it. And it's apparently insanely expensive because that's how that
sort of thing works. In the beginning.
Holy shit. I'm just like, dude, I want one. That sounds badass.
Yeah. Go private enterprise for innovating. Way to go. Next one is called Good to Know. Ion Productions of Cincinnati is eager to sell the world's first commercially available handheld flamethrower. Because everyone's always wondered.
Can you jerk yourself off to keep it powered?
No, it's the XM42, which could shoot 25-foot flames and cost between $700 and $800.
So we can get Nerdarchy the flamethrower.
Yeah, Nerdarchy the flamethrower.
That would be awesome. They have a joke about it on their merch site, and this could be the next step.
Maybe they should reach out to Ion Productions.
So, Dave, I know you're listening. Check it out.
Yes. Ion announced way back in March it was seeking additional funding, touting the device's uses as killing insects.
Right? Like the lesser races, I guess.
No, it gets more
like
absurd.
Nazis.
Weeds between pavement cracks, melting snow, and lastly, the most honest reason, entertaining friends. Because face it,
Hey, yo, check out my fucking
we're going to play with a flamethrower. And
What could go wrong?
assuring potential buyers that portable flamethrowers are less regulated than handguns. Only California and Maryland legislators and a few city or county officials appear to be on top of the issue for amateur flamethrowing.
Yeah, all you need is a fucking Zippo and a fucking super soaker full of lighter fluid, and you have a flamethrower.
Yeah.
This actually sounds more legit.
Oh yeah, this is actual like I safe product. I say safe as a flamethrower could be.
Yeah.
For the user, we'll say. Pretty much you're spurting flames all over. Unless you're a fucking dragon, you're going to have a bad time. Someone is going to have a bad time.
Yeah, somebody's going to have a bad time.
It better come with
pretty rad if you're using it.
It better come with like an industrial strength super soaker just to put the flames out.
Put it out, yeah.
This next one's called a real pick-me-upper. Police in Granville, Michigan, arrested Dave Slavinsky, age 51, following a pair of January incidents in which he approached employees of several department stores and showed them cell phone photos of his genitals, which is...
I guess it's actually better than whipping it out.
It's like high-tech flashing. Slavinsky, already a sexually delinquent person under the law, was on a GPS monitor during the incidents. He later told a police investigator that he knew what he was doing was wrong, but that showing his penis to people cheers me up when I'm feeling down.
Huh.
Yep.
I mean, I guess be proud of what you got is the message there.
Yeah, but much like, your religion, you should keep it to yourself unless someone asks to see it.
That's a whole new level of unsolicited dick pics.
Yeah, it's the worst app ever. Dumbass criminals, Pete.
Oh,
yeah.
Know how to get my fucking genital app rolling.
Yes. Oh, fuck. Reoccurring theme. Perpetrators on the run frequently unintentionally reveal their whereabouts by their need to show off on social media. But Christopher Wallace has reached legendary show-offs and retard status. Being sought in connection with a burglary, he went to his home in Fairfield, Maine, and posted on the Snapchat site that's where he was. Police arrived and during their canvass noticed a brand new Snapchat post from Wallace, mischievously writing that police were in his home right then, searching for him, but that he was cunningly hid in a cabinet. Police opened the cabinet and arrested him. You're welcome, Pete. You're welcome. That's the Associated Press.
They'll never find me in here. I'm a fucking cabinet.
Yo, dog.
Cops.
These dumbass cops, man. Yo, they heard about me on the Snapchat, so I'm going to Snapchat in the cabinet, talking about how they can't catch me on the Snapchat. Oh, shit. The only thing that would have been better is if the cops Snapchatted them catching him. That would have been the best.
Picture of the cabinet.
Oh, hell yeah. That would have been fucking the best ever. Oh. See, we should be cops. We'd be real life super troopers.
Yeah. You boys like Snapchat Mexico.
Yeah, there wouldn't be any Ferguson riots because it'd be the Ferguson laugh riots. They'd be laughing so hard. That'd be the best. All right, we've got
able to diffuse any situation very much like a marathon bomb.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yep, went there.
Went there and came back with
angry comments down below. Like, favorite, subscribe.
Went there, but came out with your legs intact.
Yes.
Point to Peter. This next one's called Non-American Retards. Public policy making in the United States is often gridlocked by recalcitrant. Yeah, I couldn't get it out of my mouth. Ideologues, but at least
it's a hell of a fucking phrase.
Yes, at least administrators are not constrained by elves as they are in Iceland. Take a moment, Pete. Just take a moment. This is APR. This is real.
Look, those fucking Republican Icelandic elves are just holding back the development of the infrastructure.
No Republicans. They have their own brand of retards.
Oh, the elf.
The elf party.
Fucking hippies.
Yeah, I hear they're electing Santa next year. After 7 years of controversy, well, they had to get someone up there because Legolas fucking didn't make it. After 7 years of controversy,
My axe.
would you like a box? The country's road administration recently, finally,
Roads finally
approved
elf parking only.
a new pathway near. I'm not even going to say the name of the town. Reykjavik, that had been delayed by a troublesome 70-ton boulder in the right-of-way, which could not be dislodged because it was believed to be a church for the country's legendary hidden people. The elves' leading spokeswoman, I'll give you a moment to let that roll around your head.
Wait, is she... Wait.
Okay, wait. There's several things there that are ridiculous.
We need to talk about this
Okay,
for a second.
the elves' leading spokeswoman. The fact that she's a spokeswoman that they go to, that she's the leading spokeswoman. So there's others.
Like other spokeswomen that weren't quite as good.
Yeah. But she's the leading one. She's the one I guess.
But is she herself an elf?
No, she's a human.
She's a human who speaks for the elven population of Iceland.
Yes, she represents them.
And she's the leading.
The leading one. I mean, there's others, but those other fly-by-night ramshackle operations. But she's the real deal. She's legit.
All right, so
Legitimus.
Us about Fae stepping and because once you go Fae.
Oh yeah, that was wow. The elves' leading spokeswoman, Raghildur.
It's okay if you're Fae.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. The Raghildur Johnsditter finally declared
Hilda Gonorrhea
to officials' relief that the elves had accepted the boulder's relocation to the side of the road, having quote, and I have to.
Having, quote, taken a shit ton of mushrooms.
Having, quote, been preparing for this for a long time, moving their energy.
Taking a shit ton of mushrooms.
Moving their energy to the new location, thus making it safe to move the boulder.
Oh, it's that good energy, I see.
That was from mbl.is, from Elftown.
Elftown, Iceland.
Yes. So,
wow.
Yeah, see, we're not the only ones.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
The elves. I mean, clearly, if their church is a boulder, they're Keebler elves and not like the Legolas flavor, which is why he was unavailable for comment. I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they've got trees they can't move because that's where the Legolas elves live. Legolas elves.
I mean, what we need is a leading spokesperson for the wood elves. So that we can understand where the rock elves are coming from.
It's tree people. They're people too.
And I guess if they're rock elves, that means they listen to a lot of Slayer and
rock
Megadeth.
music. No, those are the metal elves.
Those are metal elves.
They're up in Norway. They move their energy up there. Started the death metal music wave.
Okay,
of things.
I got you. So it's
but their powers weren't enough to save my joke. So there it is. Wow. This next one is about dummies.
This next one can't be any more ridiculous.
This next one's about dummies with fire.
Okay. Did they have that new?
No. This is before. Maybe we should mail these news stories to the flamethrower manufacturers just to really think about what they're doing. Fred Horn of Columbus, Ohio. He burned down his house trying to smoke the bed bugs out of his couch. Only that one piece of furniture caught fire, but carrying it out of the house because he had a plan. He's not stupid. Carrying it out of the house, he got stuck in a doorway and the blaze spread. Yeah, he's not dumb. He wouldn't take it out of the house first and then burnt it. Maybe there were elves living in the couch.
What do they think? They were bees? Like, if I just put a bunch of smoke there.
It's funny you mention that, but a leading bee spokeswoman said, near Darwin, Australia in February, an unnamed woman living in an RV came face to face with a snake and decided to encourage the serpent to leave by lighting a fire underneath the RV's floor. The vehicle was promptly destroyed.
Right.
Said the police superintendent, quote, "We don't know what happened to the snake."
It probably
WBMS.
was like, this bitch is dumb. I'm going to leave now.
WBMS from TV in Columbus and Australian Broadcasting Corporation in Australia, ostensibly. It'd be passing
Oddly
strange
enough.
to have it somewhere else. This next story is called Wolfman Jacked. A man wearing a wolf's mask is being sought by police in the knife-point robbery of a New York beauty salon.
Okay.
See, well, you know, if you have all that hair, you need hair care products. My hair is really wolfing out. I need some straightener. According to... I was waiting the whole time to make that joke.
That's
It's
fair
pretty
enough.
bad.
I can't even be mad about that one.
According to police in Spring Valley, a village 35 miles north of New York City, the Wolfman walked into Kelly's unisex salon Tuesday at 4 p.m. and demanded cash from an employee. With a knife in his right paw, yes, I said paw, the robber directed the worker to place the money in a backpack he provided the 31-year-old woman.
In a creepy marsupial pouch.
No, he was a
I know that's
wolfman.
not how wolves work, but...
He wasn't a
it just seems to
werewolf.
be-
He wasn't a werewolf, Pete. He had marsupial. He had placental loyalty. It'd be a real problem. We would have smoked him out by lighting a fire underneath the beauty salon if he was marsupial. Gotta smoke him out. She was unharmed during the stick-up. After the man left, or the wolfman left the business, the worker scrambled to dial 911. In a bid to help generate tips from the public, police yesterday released surveillance video of the armed robbery. The police said the suspect was between 5'4" and 5'7", with a medium build and wolfish features. So there you go.
Shit.
So-
Yeah, and I believe Wolf Among Us is on sale on Steam this week. So
Oh.
there you go.
Dude, I'm sure they arrested all kinds of werewolves. We're being unfairly profiled.
Where's Harvey?
This is bullshit. Why am I being arrested on Batman? All right. Oh, it's a New Jersey one.
Oh, yeah.
This is called New Jersey Ick.
Yeah, that's why I left, actually.
A New Jersey policeman was arrested yesterday and charged with, yesterday, several weeks ago, with
Drugs.
unzipping his pants and exposing himself to a series of young male drivers whom the police officer pulled over during a 7-month period this year. Jason Miller, age 37, is facing official misconduct and lewdness charges in connection with his duties as an officer with the Newton Police Department, where he worked since 2001. A probable cause affidavit alleges that Miller exposed himself during numerous late-night traffic stops to, quote, satisfy his prurient interests, end quote. He then allowed the male motorist to leave without traffic summons, though in some instances he was aware the driver had been drinking or that a vehicle's registration and insurance were expired. Really, though? I mean, Pete.
Where was that guy when I got
I was
pulled over
about to
last
say,
time?
Pete, would you let a cop show you his tackle and fun bag?
I would be okay with cop dongle for being able to not have a ticket.
Yeah, totally, dude.
Because if he's just like, hey, here's my junk, I'd be like, yep, that's your junk, and then he'd be like, all right, have a good night. Like, all right, I'll have a great story.
That wouldn't be that bad. And as long as you only did it
that's-
to guys, that wouldn't be really that bad. It'd just be like, oh, here we go again.
To me, that's a good exchange, a good story for not getting a ticket.
Yeah.
You don't gotta touch the cop junk. That's
Yeah, no. An 18-year-old college student, identified only by his initials, J.A., told police that he was stopped by the Newton officer in September and that when the police officer approached his car, quote, he noticed the officer's zipper was down and he saw what he believed to be the officer's exposed genitals. Though the driver's registration insurance had lapsed, the officer, identified by investigators as Miller, let the teen drive away instead of impounding the car. When later recalling the incident for his girlfriend, J.A. said that the cop's junk was hanging out.
yeah.
So they got his ass.
Hang out with your wang out.
Oh, yeah. Our last story here is called Fucking Computers.
Apparently, if you're Pornhub, that's exactly what you're
Nice. Very nice, Pete. Nice callback.
Thank you.
A Colorado...
Still got it.
Oh, yeah. See, even can fit it through the Skype tube. It squeezed through. Great job.
Yep, that's right. I can just jam it through the computer lines like so many 35-year-old Japanese dicks.
Yeah. So, like, oh, man. Oh, no. It'd be like the worst tentacle porn ever, Pete. No.
Or best, he has been with 7,500
girls.
2-year-old twins.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty rough. A Colorado man who has been, quote, fighting with his computer for the last several months.
Oh, is he any relation to Florida Man?
Oh, yeah, I loved Florida Man. That shit was hilarious. It sounds like some of the guys from our Weird News. Lots of shit happens in Florida.
Florida Man is definitely weird news.
He unloaded a volley of shots into his Dell Tormentor, resulting in the death of his computer and him being cited for discharging a firearm, police report. According to the Colorado Springs Police Department, officers responded to a 911 call about shots fired. They discovered that a fed-up Lucas Hinch took his computer into a back alley and fired 8 shots into the computer with a handgun.
I can actually completely understand.
Oh, fuck yes. Effectively disabling it. Hinch, age 38, was cited for discharging a firearm within city limits, according to a police blotter entry that includes the summary description, man kills his computer. When asked about the shooting, Hinch explained, quote, I just had it, adding that he was tired of the bulky computer's blue screen of death. Hinch said that he whacked the computer with a 9mm high-point pistol recently purchased from a Craigslist seller. The firearm was seized by police who left the computer behind. You bury that. You killed it. You bury it. The late Dell XPS 410 model is survived by a monitor and a keyboard.
Those are its next of kin.
Yes. Hinch clipped his computer behind the Colorado Springs residence he shares with his girlfriend.
Sorry, that's funny.
And from which the couple operates a homeopathic herb store. Hinch is scheduled for a court hearing soon on the misdemeanor charge. So,
Wow.
I can really feel that guy's pain.
I can definitely understand it. I also like that he went totally Office Space on it and like literally took it into an alley to shoot it.
That's cool as shit.
Great.
I can.
Because the only next best thing is to take it into a field and beat it to death with a baseball bat.
Oh fuck yes. Oh fuck yes. Now that is how we end a podcast. By
on a positively shooting the shit out
that
of
you're goddamn right.
LSPS. Pardon, note.
Oh, I like that he mentioned as if it would somehow clear the matter up that he was sick of seeing the blue screen of death.
I'm tired of this blue screen of death, so I shot it 8 times in the chest.
I have wanted to do that on several occasions.
So have I, but it's like it's to that moment when you realize, well, shit, then I'd have to buy a new machine.
Yeah. A whole new machine. I mean, I bought a new machine, but I didn't shoot my old one, for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
But, we learned a lot today. We learned that Mad Max Fury Road is great.
That is a really good movie.
We, let's see, we learned that...
disappointed in Jurassic World.
Even though we still love our cheeky fellow, Chris Pratt.
Yes.
We learned that Skype works.
Yeah, this is a good setup.
Our recording needs. I still feel kind of weird sitting in the chair, not looking at you on the couch, because I'm.
Yeah, it is weird because I'm like looking out my window at people failing at parallel parking, and I'm just like, man, there's probably a lot of stories here, but we don't have time for all that.
But
because I'm also looking at the giant plate in the middle of the road that the Philadelphia Gasworks people dug this big ass hole with jackhammers at 5 a.m. the other day. After I went to sleep at
oh my god
3. So
that's a good thing about living in the country, is that no jackhammers.
Well, I would have been fine. Like, I could understand if they were going to do the normal construction 9 to 5, we're jackhammering in the thing because we got to do it. But 5 a.m. And what was bad is I got home from work at like 1 or midnight.
Dude, so you were about ready to go to sleep.
There. They were just chilling. They weren't doing anything, but they were chilling for like 4 hours before they even started. I'm like,
there's that day shift fucking prejudice.
But even then, 5 a.m, kids aren't even up for school yet, and this was preschool being done.
That's fucking retarded.
Like, I'm like, there's got to be. And then, of course, you go out there and it's like, because it's a union town, you got 5 guys, 4 of which are standing around watching the one dude work.
Yeah, you're the new guy. You do the hard stuff. We're going to watch you.
Pretty much.
Which, I guess that works. If there's no accountability. But yes, we learned
we learned that
the Emperor can shoot purple lightning, and he's a badass.
Don't fuck with that guy.
We learned that it's funny when two anti-gay killers get married.
End up getting married, yeah.
We
Especially
learned
when they're both dudes.
We learned that there's actually not just a leading elf spokesperson, but many elf people who speak for elves.
People.
Spokespeople is over pluralizing. And yeah. And the Skype worked.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's some good stuff.
And
I'm surprised at how well this has worked out.
Because that's how we end the season 5 podcast, baby.
On that positive note.
On that positive, pumped up note. Yeah, boy. Yeah. So, oh, wait. One more what's new. Super awesome dude, Ross. He does lots of planting of different, like, fruit trees and awesome trees and all kinds of shit. And he gets pissed because the fucking deer come and nibble the fresh little leaves off of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so fucked up. Like, that triggers my squirrel hatred.
Yes.
So I've been coming home like around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like all hyped up from work and shit, and I'm pulling into the fucking driveway, and there's a fucking deer just standing there right next to one of his fucking precious awesome trees, and I'm like, and it's not scary. Like, drive towards it, and it doesn't even fucking really move. I'm like, oh hell no, oh fuck you, oh hell no. So I get out my hatchet, which I keep in the truck. And I'm like, oh, yeah, baby. It's like, you're about to be hatcheted to death, motherfucker. I said, come here. Come here, motherfucker. And I'm like, oh, now you run. Now you run, bitch. Come here, motherfucker. Come on out, Bambi. Come here, bitch. So that's that's the beginning of what will be a new saga of Carl versus nature.
Nice. Because at least that Carl versus nature, if you, should you triumph, you got some good jerky and venison.
Oh, hell yeah.
And, oh, yeah.
I talked to Ed Pomper at work. I said, dude, if I text you at like 2 in the morning and I'm like, hey, I'm coming over. I got a truck full of dead deer. He's like, dude, yeah. I was like, if I let you keep a bunch of the meat, he's like, dude, you'll get over 100 pounds of meat off each deer. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm bringing them over. And he's like, dude, I'll skin them up for you. I'm like, yeah. And he doesn't really sound like that. I gave him like a really gravelly voice there.
Yeah.
But, if you're talking about skinning something up, you should have a little...
You kind of have to be a little manly about that.
Yeah, you got to rub a little stank on your voice. But now that's how you end the fucking podcast, God damn it.
Yes.
Which brings us to... You've been listening to That's Life. Baby White Production episode number 114.
Getting up there.
And thank you so much for listening. You can listen to many of the episodes for
absolutely free
at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/That's Life Podcast. That's youtube.com/That's Life Podcast. You can also listen to or download many of the older episodes. Also, Pete?
Also, 100% absolutely, and so far as I know, up until this point, free.
Check us out at that'slifepodcast.com. Be sure to subscribe, and
100% absolutely get the hell on it. Subscribe
for instant notification by email whenever new episodes are posted at our YouTube /that'slifepodcast.com site.
Yeah.
We also have a Facebook page. Pete, tell them about the Facebook page.
Over on Facebook.com/that'slifepodcast, you can go give us a like and a favorite and all that kind of nonsense, and be also notified whenever we do any kind of crazy stuff.
Fuck yeah.
So, Facebook.com/that'slifepodcast is your connection to
in real time
to all of this insanity. It's kind of nuts. Like, we make posts and like update shit, and then like get it and laugh, and life is good. So
it's social media.
/that'slifepodcast.
And if you've enjoyed what you've just heard,
Because we enjoyed being ridiculous.
be sure to tell a friend, neighbor, coworker, or just some guy out in the street with a jackhammer and help us to spread the laughter as far as we can.
So, from all of us here at That's Life Podcast, from the 215, this has been Pete.
And Carl, the ill-villiest of the ill-villians, bidding you an adieu, and a Jurassic Disappointment adieu.
Like rawr.
It's an unobtainiumosaurus.